So beauty, eh? It's a pretty good thing. I think we can all agree on that. But I would say I believe so way more than most people, and I believe it's way more important than what most people do. I'm an extreme beautyist, and I am just so extreme. That's why you should subscribe and like, please. So what are my arguments for why it is so important? Well, other than just saying because it would be nice, I have many. First one here. Try and imagine, one day you wake up, your entire room looks like a big concrete box with a door and a window. Then you get up and look out of the window, and all you see is grey concrete buildings, roads, and grey metal cars, light poles, and other things. Then you go back to your bed, that is also just a grey square, and lay down on it, and then you grab your phone and turn it on. And remember, music doesn't exist because it's beautiful. But then you go to Instagram and go to pictures, and all you see is just grey one-colored things, and food that looks like stuff you'd get in a prison, and people that look like Ivan and Olga from Velika Novosilka. So you go to Reels and see some memes that get you to laugh and make you feel a bit better. This little story has no negative or positive words in it about the world, but I think we can all still agree that the world I have just told you of is still way more one of them than the other. Into that one smart ass who's going to be like,
I said prison one time.
I use that as a descriptive word. I believe that just as beautiful things make people happy, ugly things make people unhappy. So in a world as the one I have just described to you, people will be less happy and more depressed because of the appearance of the world around them. And as a result of more misery, there will be less productiveness, less improvement, less progress, and society will come to a spiral of despair where everything will get worse and worse. This is a bit of an exaggeration. I just don't think the world will ever get to such a point where it's so ugly everyone will start being so depressed that everything will fall because of it. But I do think that because of the world being in an ugly phase right now, that has slowed down things such as production, creativity and development, for the reason it has made people less happy without realizing it. And if it becomes uglier, like where the path it's on is taking it to, the world will have an increase of such problems, which could make it hit a spiral and make other problems worse too. It's a well-proven thing that a worker with a window in the room that they're working in is more productive than one without a window. The reason for that being, windows are aesthetically pleasing, and logically thinking, if small nice looking things like plants, windows and other things make people more happy and thus also more productive, then it's a logical thing to believe that making the entire world more beautiful and aesthetically pleasing would make people happier, more efficient, more productive and more energized because of it. And those are all positive things. But it's yet to factor in the additional benefit of possibly creating a reverse to the downward spiral I described, and instead create an upward spiral. More efficient, productive people will faster invent things, including things that will further boost their efficiency and productiveness, thus an upward spiral making things better and better. A beautiful world will be a better world, so why not try to make it so? When the world has come to a point where every person in it has got food, water, and a roof over their head, when every person has met their physical and safety demands, and is in no battle to maintain those things, what is their goal in life then? It is to find and maintain happiness for their souls. But if they live in a grey, bleak world, no matter how and what they do, will they ever find the same level of happiness as they could in a world that is colorful and beautiful? No, because realizing their self-actualization demand would be impossible, as is evident by the fact people in this world who have fulfilled their physical and safety demands strive to make their homes and selves beautiful. The human soul and heart needs beauty. There is a reason why I, while writing this, am listening to music. It is for the reason music is beautiful, and the soul needs beauty. Without it there is no happiness, no reason, no good. Those who cannot see with their eyes instead take in beauty by their ears, and those who cannot hear with their ears take in beauty with their eyes, and those who can't see with their eyes or hear with their ears take in beauty with their touch. We humans, whether we realize it or not, need beauty, and thus we put effort into creating it, because without it, we can't live good lives. Another thing which I believe, and that is also kind of schizophrenic about beauty, that also makes it oh so important, is that morality is beautiful. Without morality, there's only chaos, evil, and destruction. But with beautiful morals, there is order, good, and creation. Ugly morals are bad morals, and beautiful morals are good morals. Someone who uses their life for good, a righteous life fighting against evil, is a beautiful life, a great life, a beautiful life worth living. Morality is objectively good, and living by good morals will make the world better and more beautiful, as has been shown through many ages and periods, that the most moral ones were also the most beautiful ones. In they were the times of cultural flourishments, arts, and inventions, the times where people lived morally, happily, and beautifully, were at the same times not separated ones. A moral world will be a beautiful world, not just because morals are beautiful, but because good creates beauty. A moral world will create a beautiful world. There is nothing that is beautiful the same way that a good and loving family is. And what reason is there for that being, if not for morality being beautiful? A family with an attractive dad and an attractive mom, and cute children, with money and a fancy, good looking house, clothes, and other things, but with the parents being abusive and not loving, is not as beautiful as a loving family, even one with less material beauty. Beauty is not only a matter of physical appearance, but also one of moral integrity. I have way more beliefs about how and why beauty is so very important, but I'm trying to build up a bit of a following before I go full on schizo and say all of my most insane takes. So I have to wait if you want to hear my most schizo takes. But until then, why not try and make a more beautiful world and make it a better one? Also like and subscribe, or I won't ever reach that point where I have enough followers that I want to say my most schizo takes.